So I just got back from Texas and I passed my multi-engine check ride. I did my training with Wing Bird Aviation in Mesquite, and I give my take on them at the end of this video. So if you think about training with them, I suggest at least check that out. This video is a bit different. I didn't do any training videos in the plane. It's more of my take after each lesson, and I did that because I didn't want to get distracted during my training. With that being said though, I do think there's some cool aviation content to check out in this video, so stick around. All right, I have packed my bags and I'm on an 8-hour trip over to Dallas. Right now I'm going to get my multi-engine rating. It's with a company called Wing Bird Aviation. They've got a couple of Baron E55s out there, and it's a 10-day program. I've got my check ride scheduled already, and I'm super excited about this. So I'll keep you updated on my journey. So up to this point, I've actually already completed a ground school program that the flight school sent over to me, and I decided to take a flight in a Baron over in New Orleans just to kind of break that learning curve. So I kind of know what I'm getting myself into, and I'm not having to waste a whole day once I get to Dallas, and I can really, lock in and focus on what I need to do. They're still breaking this one in because it just had its engines overhauled. So I just had my first flight and it went pretty good. I was very excited to hear that the plane had AC because it's pretty warm outside right now. Anyways, today we just went up for about an hour. We did steep turns, power on, power off stalls, some slow flight, kind of got used to the area, and tomorrow we're gonna introduce VMC. So just got done with my second flight. We did the basic maneuvers and the VMC demo. So just some notes for myself and honestly anybody getting into this. I have a habit whenever I'm in a new plane, I'm kind of timid with the controls at first. So especially for the VMC demo, don't hesitate to rip that throttle all the way back when you lose your rudder authority. I'd also just say be very conscious of your airspeeds. Other than that, I had a great flight actually, and I'm getting a good hang of it. All right, so I had a 3 o'clock flight today in the midday heat, but it was a good one. We did another VMC demo, got that down. We did a few engine shutdowns, and we did a single engine approach, and that kind of got to me. There's just a lot to keep up with at the very start. I don't think I expected it, but I did pretty good and we had a good landing. But yeah, I waited all day for my flight and we flew for 1.1, but it felt like it got done way too quick. So now I gotta find something to do for the rest of the day. I will say this though, the multi-engine training is living up to the expectations because I'm having so much fun. Even before I got my private pilot's license, I was looking forward to my multi-engine training the most and just flying a bigger plane like this, so it's very cool. got the plane behind me. They're fueling that up. We just got done with my 4th flight, and we did the pattern work. So we started off, we did 3 normal landings just to get a feel for the normal pattern, and you know, it's a lot wider than what I'm used to in the Cessna. Then we went on to some single engine work. So some takeaways from that. Push the nose down. Your airspeed is the most important thing. You don't want to, you know, go into VMC or a stall as you lose that and you're in your upwind. Then you run through your drill and everything. You know, take it slow, not too slow, but airspeed's the priority. So that's kind of my biggest takeaway for that. And other than that, it's really simple. It's almost like a standard pattern. Your leg might get a little tired, but not bad at all. And another very, very important thing to note, when you're going to pull back your throttles or your prop levers, look at and verify what you're grabbing, because at one point I almost was not paying attention and I grabbed the mixture, and that would have been not ideal. So know what you're grabbing. So the last 2 days we've done mock check rides. They're good. There's still things that, you know, need perfecting. I will say that steep turns in these planes are a lot harder than I anticipated. It's a big adjustment from the 172. Just you have to pay a lot more attention to your attitude and speed. All right, so last note. We were simulating an engine out in the upwind, and I ran through my drill. I did everything how I needed to do it, but I got a bit too slow. I got close to blue line. Your first priority, pitch the nose down, get your airspeed, maintain control, then you do all your other steps and then fly as normal. So that's it. Clear. So today's recap. So today we decided to do 3 practice instrument approaches, touch up on my steep turns, and then do an engine failure on takeoff. Everything went great. My approaches, I shot perfect. I figured out the trick on steep turns. I finally got the hang of those. And then we go to do our engine failure on takeoff, and I butcher it. But anyways, we had a good lesson, but a very bad hiccup. 2 more days till check ride, so we'll get it sorted out. I'm not too worried about it. I think we'll be good. All right, check ride is tomorrow. We just got done and did a complete mock check ride. Everything went great. So if I fly like I did today, tomorrow we'll be looking good. So let you know after that. We passed. It was good. I had fun. It was a very quick check ride. The ground portion, we chatted it up and talked about some real world scenarios, and I don't know, I had a great time. So that's that. All right, I got to get this off my chest. So I did my training at Wing Bird Aviation in Mesquite, and the planes were nice. My instructor, he did great. But when I bought the course, I was told I'd get 10 hours of ground and 10 hours of flight, and that'd be about $7,500. And typically, like most flight schools, I think you just pulling from a pot, and they're charging you the hourlies of instruction and the hourly of the plane. I was told the hourly of the plane was $595. So I get done with my check ride. I ended up using maybe an hour or two's worth of ground, barely any ground, and 12.9 in the plane. So I'm totaling it up with the hours, and I'm thinking I'm about to pay $7,700, which they already had $7,500 of my money. And then I'm told the rental rate of $595 is only effective after your initial 10 hours. So basically, since I didn't get my ground, I was paying over $700 an hour for the first 10 hours, and I had to fork out another $1,800, which is, kind of crazy to me. I felt a little gypped, I'm gonna be honest. So like I said, I'm not talking bad about Wing Bird. I'm happy I got my rating. Just know, because that's another $2,000, almost $2,000 on top of a $1,500 check ride. So this rating, it just drained the bank account, but whatever, I guess.
No, jump together.
Don't fall. No, don't jump down there. You don't need to jump down there.